Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato evening headlines on October 3, 2022. Trump News, Live. Mitch McConnell silent on Trump racist comments about his wife. The Independent. Trump objects to expediting appeal in special master case court documents. Reuters. Trump won't have to say if he thinks FBI planted documents as judge overrules special master she appointed. The Independent, U.S. Justice Department seeks expedited ruling in Trump's special master case. Police fear serial killer may be on loose in California after spate of shootings. Sky News, police fear serial killer could be on the loose after 5 men are shot dead. The Mirror, search for possible serial killer. ABC News, Stockton police investigating possible serial killer, reward up to $85,000. KRON4, killings of 5 men in California are related, police say. Treacherous, U.S. would destroy Russia's troops if Putin uses nuclear weapons in Ukraine. The Guardian, Treacherous, McMaster say Russian army in Ukraine may collapse. Washington Post, expert says crowd who cheered Putin may be questioning his moves. Kremlin unclear on which parts of Ukraine it has annexed. The Guardian, Russia's lower house approves annexation of 4 Ukrainian regions. Reuters, Russia says annexed zones borders not set as Ukraine army gains. Bloomberg, Russian parliament to ratify illegal annexation of 4 Ukrainian regions. The Washington Post, Russian parliament to consider legal steps to absorb Ukrainian regions. World Bank criticized over climate crisis spending. Paris abandons plans for new buildings at foot of Eiffel Tower after uproar. Russia's war machine faces ridicule from 2 Putin allies. Reuters, Vladimir Putin is making rash and secretive decisions in face of defeats, Kremlin insiders warn. Ukraine has made breakthroughs in Kherson region, Russian-installed official says. Reuters, live Ukraine-Russia war live, Ukrainians break through Kherson frontline. The Telegraph, on the front line with Ukrainian troops in Kherson. Hurricane Ian, treacherous storm heads for Washington and New York, as toll reaches 87. Sky News, weather tracker, Hurricane Ian likely to be costliest since 1992. The Guardian, Florida, Carolinas face daunting recovery after Ian. Reuters, death toll from Hurricane Ian expected to rise as search continues. The Washington Post, October 2, 2022 Hurricane Ian updates. Chechen leader Kadyrov sends 3 teenage sons, one aged 14, to fight in Ukraine. The Independent, we must go nuclear in Ukraine, Chechen warlord tells Putin. The Times, Putin ally says he should use low-yield nuclear weapons after loss of city. CNN, Kremlin prefers balance after Putin ally suggests using nuclear bomb in Ukraine. Reuters, unleash nuclear weapons on Ukraine in wake of defeat in Lyman, Chechen warlord tells Putin. Iranian students defy security forces after violence at university. The Guardian, violent struggles in Iran as security forces clash with student protesters. The Telegraph, Iran protests, security forces weighed in at Tehran University. BBC, Iran students clash with riot police in university protests, ITV News. ITV News, students defy Iran's security forces with university protests. Ex-PM Borissov set to win Bulgarian election. BBC, former Bulgarian premier faces struggle to build coalition. Financial Times, centre-right party wins on pledges to stabilize Bulgaria. The Independent, Borissov leads in Bulgaria's election but faces battle to form a government. Politico Europe, centre-right GERB party leads in Bulgaria election, partial results show. Burkina Faso's military leader Ibrahim Traoré, no more red tape. BBC, Burkina Faso coup, Putin mercenaries back latest push to tighten grip on Africa. The Times, West African mediators head to Burkina Faso following coup. The Independent, French symbols targeted after Burkina Faso coup. Politico Europe, Burkina Faso coup leader says situation is under control. Nobel Prize goes to Svante Paabo for Neanderthal work. BBC, Swedish scientist wins Nobel Prize in Medicine for discoveries in human evolution. The Independent, Swedish geneticist wins Nobel Prize for Neanderthal research. The Guardian, scientist Svante Paabo awarded Nobel Prize for discovering Neanderthals interbred with humans. The Telegraph, Nobel Prize in Medicine goes to Swedish scientist for discovering genome of extinct human ancestors. Mahsa Amini, Iran's supreme leader, says 22-year-old woman's death deeply broke my heart. Sky News, Iran's Khamenei blames US and Israel for street protests. Financial Times, French march rallies support for Iranian demonstrators. The Independent, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei says death of Mahsa Amini left us heartbroken. Young people demand climate justice in run-up to Cop27 UN talks. Indonesia football crush, how the disaster unfolded. BBC, Indonesia, fans died in the arms of players in stadium crush. BBC, Indonesia, tragedy at stadium in Malang, over 125 victims. StadiumDB.com, Indonesia football disaster, at least 125 killed. Sky News, soccer killing. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.